Working hard during the day does not mean that you're gonna end up burning yourself out and develop sleep problems. Hi there, my name is Beatrix Schmidt from the sleepdeepmethod.com. I'm a sleep coach and speaker, and I help professionals just like you to make sure that they don't burn themselves out, develop really good skills around sleep, and make sure that they sleep really well at night. So if you're looking for sleep, insomnia, peak performance related practical tips and advice, hit the subscribe button below and come back each week when I share a brand new video on these topics. During my work, the topics of burnout, working hard, insomnia and other sleep-related problems come up all the time. And just a couple of weeks ago, I was interviewed during an event about burnout itself. But in this video, I will just share with you some of the things that I see that are a bit of a misconception and how you can make sure that you don't end up burning yourself out, but you can maintain the ethic of hard work and your peak performance during the day and sleep really well at night as well. In May 2019, the World Health Organization has included burnout in their 11th revision of the International Classification of Diseases as an occupational phenomenon. It is not a classified medical condition. So if you want to find out a little bit more about what this means and how they classified this, I'll include a link here for you below and you can go ahead and have a little bit of a read about it. But I think generally speaking, burnout is quite real for a lot of professionals who ended up working hard and exhausting themselves to the level when this is actually causing them a mental health related problem. And when it comes to burnout itself, it's really important for you to not just to self-diagnose it. The first practical tip that I have to make sure that you absolutely avoid burning yourself out is actually looking at how your entire 24 hours, one day, is constructed. And when I work with clients who come to me with insomnia or the sleep-related problems, this is a really key element to make sure that you can allocate enough hours of really good quality sleep at night and to be able to really function during the day and allow yourself enough number of hours to achieve all the things that you want to achieve. And the two is a fine balance. So how can you look at your 24 hours? The first thing I would suggest is you make sure that you completely understand how many hours of sleep and what kind of quality of sleep you need so that you can wake up refreshed in the morning. And I'll put a link up here on the corner for you for a video that I have recorded earlier, which talks about how many hours of sleep you might need. The second practical advice I have for you to make sure that you absolutely avoid burning out is looking at your work ethic and what hard work means to you. Hard work means so many different things for so many different people. I, for example, really enjoy working and I really like working hard. It's not detrimental to my sleep. It's not detrimental to the ability of being able to really peak perform. I like working and I enjoy what I do. So it doesn't come with all the negative connotations that hard work might mean for someone else. And this is quite common with the clients that I work with who almost loved the work that they did so much that they ignored all the other things that I talked about in the previous section. So establish what hard work and a good work ethic means to you. If it means that you will put 100% into the working hours that you have between 9 and 5 or 6, and then you give yourself time to actually really rest and enjoy something else like going out and catching up with your friends, that's completely okay. There's nothing that you should be punishing yourself for it. And this is one of the things I see all the time is hard work lost its meaning, and so people end up at the end of the day not feeling that they've done enough or perhaps self-punishing themselves for not working harder. And when it comes to sleep particularly, knowing that you've done really well at the end of the day is a really important element for you to be able to get into sleep really peacefully and allowing yourself the time and giving yourself permission to really enjoy that sleep at night. The next practical advice I have for you when it comes to making sure that you absolutely avoid burning out is to establish what does peak performance mean to you. And this is different from work ethic. Peak performance, in a lot of the times when I work with clients, is really establishing how you can get the best out of those working hours. So it's not the amount of hours that you do, it's picking the right things to make sure that you make the biggest impact. And I think peak performance is understanding what that means to you. What are the kind of things that you do have to do to make sure that you are progressing towards the goals that you have? So if you're interested in how and different ways that you can actually improve your daytime peak performance, I have recorded a video earlier on and it's listed on my YouTube channel. So I'll put the link up here for you and you can go ahead and look at the 5 different ways that you can actually use to improve your daytime performance. And peak performance is yet another really good way to approach this balance between burning out, working hard and making sure that you really sleep well at night, because when you're peak performing, you are not going to be burning yourself out, because you know at what point do you have to stop and focus on recovery and resting really well. The 4th and final practical advice that I have for you is learning to compartmentalize. When you really learn to compartmentalize different things that happen to you during the entire 24 hours, you're going to be able to make sure that you don't burn yourself out. So what do I mean by compartmentalizing? You know those times when you might have made a mistake with something and you ended up actually predicting all the negative things that will happen because you made that mistake? That means you haven't actually been able to compartmentalize the mistake itself and what the outcome might be. And this is something that I work with my clients all the time, is just because you have maybe made a mistake or you've done something, you can compartmentalize what it means. It does not mean that you're going to get fired and you will never ever have a job again. It doesn't mean that your business is going to go under and you're not going to be able to maintain the success that you have. So compartmentalizing all the tasks that you have and what they actually mean will really help you to avoid burning out. And I see this all the time when I work with clients who have struggled with insomnia for a number of years. Putting yourself first and knowing that all the things that you have done during the day does not mean that you don't deserve your sleep. You don't deserve your rest. You can't take a day off. Perhaps you don't deserve to go out with your friends. Compartmentalizing the two is really important. It's going to help you to maintain a better balance overall within your 24 hours. So give it a go and see how you can actually really compartmentalize all those different roles that you play during your entire 24 hours. It's going to help you to make sure that you don't burn yourself out. Now that we have gone through the 4 main practical advice that I have for you, I would love to know, what are the things that help you to make sure that you actually avoid burnout? And if you have experienced burnout before, what were the things that really helped you to overcome that situation, to make sure that you're able to get back to working at your optimum again? So use the comment box below, and I would really love to know what has helped you in the past to make sure that you can avoid burnout. And if you think that you're really approaching burning yourself out and you're absolutely not sure what to do about it, I would love to offer you a complimentary sleep coaching session, because that will allow us to have a conversation about what are the things that are playing a role in your feeling under pressure, you feeling that you're really exhausted, you're really tired. And again, this might be linked to some of the sleep problems that you might have. Maybe that's the reason you're not able to really take the most out of, or make the most out of your 24 hours. So reach out to me and I would be absolutely delighted to help you to get a bit more clarity about what might be playing a role in you feeling that way. So the link is below. Feel free to reach out and let's organize that for you. If you like this video, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button below and subscribe to my channel, so I can share more practical tools and techniques with you in the coming weeks. And don't forget to share it with a family member or perhaps a friend of yours who you're really worried about, because this video might be the first step for them to be able to really make sense of what's happening and start taking action towards them making sure that they avoid burnout. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm really looking forward to seeing your comments below.